Here we go. Somebody throw me a pass. There is the pass. Yes. Oh, hey, look, it's a little birdie. Oh, two little birdies. Oh, I like little birdies. I like birdies. Give me some guitar in the house here. Welcome to the Monday Night Recap, Week 2, NFL. Were you surprised as much as I was? Some of these games, shocking if I may say. Shocking. I mean, come on. You guys saw what I saw, right? You guys saw what I saw. Anyway, we're getting right at this. Okay? I want to go through this. Scott, what is up, my friend? What is up? I'm sure you enjoyed the game, Scott. I know you enjoyed it. Okay. Let's get right into this, guys. I'm going to run through scores, and then we're going to go over this. Yes, Scott, the Rams did win. Yes, they did. All right. Let's just go right through this, okay? Obviously, we've seen what happened with the Thursday game. We won't talk that anymore. Miami, if you guys saw this game, the Miami game was just great. Miami-Baltimore. Miami travels to Baltimore on the road. Okay? What a game. I mean, what a game. We're gonna get into these. Let's just run through and call off the scores real quick. All right? Miami wins on the road in Baltimore 42-38. The New York Jets win. Did you see that finish? Great finishes in week 2. 31-30 over Cleveland. Washington loses in Detroit. Hello, in D-Town, the Motor City. They were excited. They were happy. Detroit gets the win, 36-27. The Colts. I feel like an idiot. I mean, I had faith in the Colts. I had faith in the Colts because I figured, hey, the Colts, they added a piece. Who did they add? A proven veteran quarterback. Wrong. This looks bad, the Colts. Jacksonville, not that Jacksonville doesn't always wipe their ass with the Colts, but, I mean, 24-0? Wow. That was a beatdown. Tampa Bay in red hot, tempers flaring. By the way, to speak on that real quick, I don't believe Evans should have been ejected. He didn't throw a punch, okay? You stick up for your guys. There's history here. And from what I saw, it was a Saints player that put their hands on a Bucs player first. I'm just saying, guys. I'm putting it out there. Anyway, we're not going to have one of our best players when we match up this coming week for Green Bay. So that kind of sucks. Tampa Bay goes 2-0 now. They win 20-10. Carolina, and by the way, that Tampa game went exactly the way I told you it was going to. I knew exactly how Tampa would win that game, and it's what happened, turnovers. And people are still shocked about this in New Orleans. They're shocked. I'm on some of the chats with these guys, and they still don't think it's Jameis. And they're like, you're a Jameis hater. How am I? Look, I'm not a hater of anything. I'm just making an obvious point about something that you watch and you see a pattern and then it repeats itself. I mean, hello? Anyway, you can't, you can't try to walk people through this like, they're going their first day of school and you got to take them, pack their lunch, make sure you put their pacifier in their lunch bag, I said, because you know as well as I do, guys, who you're dealing with. You know who you're dealing with as well as I do. You're dealing flat out with crybabies. That's what you're dealing with. Crybabies. I'm sorry. That's who you're dealing with. Cry babies. Hey, you guys saw what I saw. Moving along. Carolina loses to the Giants. How about the New York Giants, huh? How about that? New England. I thought Pittsburgh was going to have that game. New England wins. New England wins 17-14. Atlanta. That was a significant game, by the way, for the Patriots. It was a significant game for the Patriots. Atlanta falls short to the Rams, Scott. The Rams hang in there to win 31-27. Seattle gets their ass handed to them. Here's another game I was talking about on my show Sunday, and I feel horrible what I was talking about, Trey Lance. And how, first of all, I said that Garoppolo would be starting by week 6. I spoke about longevity in the game and as a quarterback. And if you have respect for your quarterback and his career, you don't use him like a running back. I'm sorry, but you don't. You don't have designed run plays for your quarterback, okay? Guys, just look over the years here. In recent, when these quarterbacks are going down with broken bones and stuff, how is it happening? When is it happening? It's ridiculous if you ask me. If you respect your quarterback, you'll protect. If you respect him, you protect him. Anyway, you guys saw what happened. If San Francisco truly thought Trey Lance was the future, why would they be running him when the life expectancy of a running back is 5 years? Guys, think about that. I'm not making these stats up. The life expectancy, let's not say life expectancy. Career span, expected play time in the NFL for a running back is like 5 years. So, if you have a quarterback and you are using him like a running back and you got design run plays, how can you respect him if you don't protect him? So what does that tell you, guys? They don't respect him as a quarterback. As a quarterback. I'm sorry. They don't. They only respect him as a playmaker. They don't respect him as a quarterback. Or otherwise, you would not have designed run plays. Guys, we've watched this movie before. When we watched the movie, we saw the sequel. And then we watched the trilogy. Same thing. They go downhill after the first episode. We know the ending and what's going to happen. Hello? Anyway, San Francisco loses Trey Lance for the year. Could have possibly affected him career-wise. Okay? For what? A run play? Guys, let's just say this flat out. He's not as good as Garoppolo anyway. All you got to do is just look flat out. Look at the facts. Stats. This is sport static. And look at the stats. And you tell me who is the better quarterback. Who? Who's the better quarterback? Joseph Campbell, what's going on? Fly, Eagle, fly. Fly, Eagle, fly. I see you, bud. I see you, Joseph. Joseph says, fly, Eagle, fly. Yeah. We're going to see, Joseph. We're going to see. You know what, Joseph? I got to tell you. Now, you can talk to me about this, Joseph. I've got the Eagles winning this game, Joseph. And I called that yesterday on my show, Joseph. And the reason why, I'll tell you right now why I've got the Vikings. Because I think they're going to have a more balanced, hear me out. Hear me out. Because I believe the Vikings will have a more balanced plan. A more balanced offense with a pass/run game. And I believe their defense is going to play well. Okay? Because of that, Joseph, even though they're on the road, I've got Vikings to win this game. Now, do I think they're just going to come in here and slap the S-H-I-T? Do I think they're going to come in and slap the ship high in transit, the S-H-I-T, out of your guys, the Eagles? No, I don't think that. I do not think that. No. But I do believe the Vikings come out on top. Back to what I was saying real quick, to reiterate, I think it's a shame you don't protect a quarterback that's supposed to be your franchise's future, and you got him on a design run play. The ending will always look that way, guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Now you got Jimmy G in there. Okay? The Bengals, Cincinnati. What do we have? Super Bowl hangover here? Super Bowl hangover? Cincinnati, after being in the Super Bowl, start the season 0-2. We've seen this movie before as well. Dallas gets the win. Okay. Dallas gets their first win of the season. Houston, they put on a fight. I mean, Houston fights a little better than I thought they were going to. They really do. They really do. They come up short to Denver. I don't like the way Denver looks. I don't like the way Russell Wilson looks. I don't like the way Denver looks at all. I don't think they're so hot. I don't think they're hot. I don't like the way Denver's looking at all. Arizona Raiders. Wow. Now, all right. First and foremost, and Scott, Rams play too short Kyle. Scott, let me tell you something about this guy, Kyle. He was the best player on the field yesterday. And it was so obvious if you watched the game. If you were watching that game yesterday, Kyler Murray was the best player on the field. He was out there playing, as you say he's short, right? You say he's too short to be a quarterback. Yet he's out there making it look like he's a high school player, okay? A senior. No, it made it look like he was a college player playing against a high school freshman team. He was running around these guys, like playing with them. Back and forth, back and forth. He'd see a little seam, and he'd run to the end zone. I mean, it was ridiculous. It actually made it look like he was playing with guys that were way out of his league. I'm sorry. They couldn't isolate him. He tricked them into chasing him. And if anybody's going to play, let me tell you this. If you're going to play the Cardinals, you should have learned something in this game. Do not chase Kyler Murray around. He's baiting you, and he's going to hook. He's baiting and hooking because you're going to chase him around, and he knows he's faster than you. He's trapping you. You're going to run outside with him, think you're going to contain him, and then he's going to run back quicker than you can get there and loop behind you. I watched him do it twice yesterday. Kyler Murray put on an impressive show of talent yesterday. But, however, I said this week 1. He will not be able to sustain that type of play for 17 weeks. Sorry. And that's what you see with Kyler Murray and his head coach. They look incredible. Incredible for the first 12 weeks of football. 10 weeks. Okay? They look like the best team. And then the wheels fall off of it. And then the wheels fall off of it. They look like the best team. And then the wheels on the wagon, yeehaw, they fall off. You guys have watched the same movie I've watched. And the wheels on the wagon go round and round, round and round, round and round. He cannot sustain that type of play. He cannot sustain that type of play. I'm just saying, there's no way. I am going to add a little funk into the show if you guys don't mind. Do you? Thank you. I thought not. There's my funk added to the show. Arizona beats the Raiders in a thrilling game. In overtime. 29-23. Chicago loses to Green Bay, as kind of thought that was going to happen. Why? They got their first win playing who? San Francisco with who at quarterback? Sorry, guys. What you guys are going to realize is that I don't believe you will see Trey Lance as a starting quarterback. If he starts next year, I bet you he won't complete the season. And not necessarily because of an injury. Lack of production. Because if you can't complete better than 50%, 52%, okay, passing, then who do you have? You got Hill from the Saints. Who do you have? And if that's the case, that is not a franchise quarterback. If you are a franchise quarterback, you've got to be completing 65% of your passes. That's where you got to be. 65 to 69% would be great. 52 isn't going to cut it. I'm sorry. So what do you really have? Well, now you got a quarterback that's in a cast. Okay? Now you got a quarterback that's in a cast. Tennessee-Buffalo game is tied up with 2 minutes left in the first quarter. I see that being a pretty good game. Scott wants to know, do I got the Cardinals or the Rams for next week? I'm going to take the Rams. Okay, now we can kind of climb into this a little bit. First and foremost, Miami-Baltimore game. If you guys weren't watching that game, let me tell you something. Tua had a hell of a game. Now, obviously, he's got Waddle and he's got Hill, okay? He's got the cheetah and he's got Waddle. It's like having two cheetahs, okay? But still, he threw 6 touchdown passes. And that puts him in a category with the likes of some pretty damn good players. I think there's 5 of them. And it was just a great, exciting game. You like to see stuff like that, you know? You like to see games like that. So, Tua. Now, here's what's crazy, guys. Tua attempted 50 freaking passes in that game. He attempted 50 passes in that game. He completed 36 of them, okay? Still, completing 36 passes for 469 yards and 2 touchdowns. He did have 2 interceptions, but hey, he threw 6 touchdown passes. He threw for 469 yards. Hello? Just incredible. Incredible. I mean, it was just incredible. Tyreek Hill had 11 receptions for 190 yards and 2 touchdowns. Jalen Waddle had 11 receptions as well for 171 yards and 2 touchdowns. Incredible, isn't it? Just incredible. I mean, it's incredible. I just thought it was just a hell of a game. Now, Lamar Jackson went 21 for 29, okay? So he completed 13 less passes than Tua. 13 less. That's pretty substantial, isn't it? It's pretty substantial. Now, I mean, he rushed for 119 yards, but so what? It didn't get him a win. He got a touchdown out of that. Didn't get him a win. This is what I try to talk about, guys. There's a huge difference between a running quarterback, okay, running. It's a big difference. First of all, your longevity is cut in half. The longevity, your football career is cut in half. This isn't something I'm guessing on. This is called watching. The Queen Regina in the house. Queen Regina in the house. 45 minutes from home, finally. Great to have you, Queen Regina. So, back to what I'm saying. I thought that was a great game yesterday with Miami. Miami is super excited, guys. They're excited, as they should be. As they should be. The Jets. You see Flacco jumping around? Huh? See Flacco jumping around like he's been in the league for 3 years? Excited. And the Jets should be too. Okay, because, Cleveland should have won that game. They should have won the game. They got an all right defense. They got a great running game. How about that Detroit game? How about that? Talk about putting the whoop ass. And now who's having fun in D-Town? Detroit. Hello, the Lions. You know what the Lions are doing? They're trying to restore the roar. That's what they're doing. Restore the roar. That's what the Lions are doing. What a great game. Fun to watch, guys, wasn't it? Fun to watch. Anyway, Detroit just come out and hit them in the mouth. First quarter had scored 12. Second quarter, they scored 10. Now, in the third quarter, they let Washington come back in by scoring 2 touchdowns, okay? But at the end of the day, they answered with a touchdown. And they answered late in the game when they had to. They won the game 36-27. So, hats off to them. How did I do? Well, I had the Dolphins winning. I had the Browns winning. I lost that game. I had the Lions winning. I actually had the Colts to beat the Jags. Who else had that? And the Colts have showed me something. You know what the Colts showed me? Going to be a very hard pick for me to pick the Colts. They got it. They really, really are going to have to earn that back. It's going to be a hard pick for me to go with the Colts throughout the rest of the season, quite honestly. The way I see them playing. The Bucks, I got that game. I got the Giants game. I did pick the Steelers to beat the Patriots. I lost that one. I got the Rams game. I got the Niners game. I did pick the Bengals. I'm sure a lot did to beat the Cowboys. I mean, hey, the Cowboys were using their second-string quarterback. We got the Super Bowl team that was in the Super Bowl last year that looked great. But that hangover from the Super Bowl it's real. Hello, it's there. Bengals start the season 0-2, and I took one on the chin because of them. I did pick the Broncos to win, but I don't have a lot of faith in picking the Broncos to win from here on out. I think the Broncos look terrible. Look, if you sign a veteran quarterback and pay the big money, okay, for like a franchise type guy, like Russell Wilson, you should have your team in line. You should already have the pieces. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, you get a Tom Brady. You better have the team that's ready for that caliber of a quarterback, because that's your missing piece. Now you're ready to win. I don't see it, Denver. I don't see it. You are not a winning caliber team by adding that Russell Wilson, because there's too many pieces right now that you still got to put together with this puzzle, and it don't look good. It don't look good at all. It just don't look good at all. I'll be hard-pressed to be picking the Denver Broncos to win. So, anyway, I did pick them to win against the Texans. Barely they did it. I picked the Raiders to beat the Cardinals, and I lost that one. It was a great game. A great game. I picked the Packers to beat the Bears. The Packers took care of business. I've got the Bills beating the Titans today. And as I explained earlier to Joseph, I took the Vikings to beat the Eagles. Not, runaway game by any sort at all. But I just believe the Vikings are going to have, I think they have a more balanced team with defense and offense. A more balanced team. And that's why I have that game. I'm looking right now. I see that you're into the second quarter of the Tennessee-Buffalo game, and it's a tie ball game. So that's looking pretty good there. All right, guys, look. That is my recap. What I would like to do quickly is run through what we have to look forward to for week 3. We're going to run through that real quick. We'll see what we have to look forward to in week 3. Okay. Week 3. Let's take a quick glance here and see what we got. Week 3. Thursday night football. The Steelers travel to the Browns. You guys know about this game. This game can get heated, okay? There's a rivalry here. Divisional rivalry right here. Steelers traveling to the Browns. Browns at home. I'll even tell you right now, I'm going to take the Browns on that game. The Saints go to the Panthers. And I'll tell you this right now. If you got Jameis Winston at quarterback, he gets confused with jerseys, and he starts throwing that ball to the other team. I'll tell you right now, Panthers will get their first win of the season. Jameis is going to give it to him. The Texans travel to the Bears, and I'm going to tell you what. I think the Texans are going to beat the Bears. The Chiefs, 2-0, start looking impressive. Go to the Colts, and they're going to slap the S-H-I-T out of the Colts, guys. They're going to. They're going to slap the S-H-I-T out of the Colts. Kansas City's way too good of a team for the Colts. The Bills, Sunday, will be headed for a division game, South Beach, Miami, to play the Dolphins. Guys, that is going to be a great game. Could potentially be the game of the week. I said it. Buffalo travels South Beach to play Miami Sunday, 1 o'clock. Detroit, divisional. Oh, a lot of divisional games, guys. Look at this. I just laid out some division games right away there for you. Detroit, with the division game, travels to Minnesota. That's going to be another great game. I love Detroit's mojo right now. Kind of like Motown. Mojo in D-Town. I do like it. The Ravens go to the Patriots. I'm not big on the Patriots. I don't know how big I am on the Ravens. Cincinnati's looking to get their first win Sunday. They're 0-2 and they're going to the 1-1 Jets. I don't know how long this Super Bowl hangover is going to last. The Raiders starting the season 0-2. Shocking, I know. To me it is. Raiders go to the Titans. Finishing off the 1 o'clock games on Sunday, you got the Eagles going to the Commanders. I like the Eagles in that game, guys. I like the Eagles. The late afternoon games for next Sunday, the Jaguars go to the Chargers. This is a good test to see who are these Chargers. I mean, well, we could say that. Who are the Chargers this year? Well, who are the Jaguars? Who are these Jaguars? We're going to find out 4 o'clock Sunday. Because they're going to Chargers home. The Rams go to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Rams 1-1, Cardinals 1-1. Interesting game. The 0-2 Falcons travel to the Seahawks to take on the 1-1 Seahawks. The Packers 1-1 come into Tampa Bay to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who are going to be missing Evans, which I think is bogus. He's appealing it, but I don't think that Evans should have been suspended for that. You kicked him out of the game already, so he lost time in the game. Now give him a fine, but then you kicked him out of the game during the game, and you're probably going to fine him and suspend him for a game? That's way too dramatic for a push. Hello? Well, if he wouldn't have fallen down, if he would have just pushed him, it wouldn't have happened. So what does it matter now how hard you push? I mean, come on. Really? Little dramatic. Sunday Night Football. The 49ers go to the Broncos, and the 49ers are going to slap them in the mouth. The Broncos don't look good. The 49ers now have Jimmy Garoppolo under center. We've seen that movie before. We know what he can do. He can manage the ball. He can manage the ball. He can manage the offense. What does that equate to? Long drives. Okay? Time of possession. That's what it equals. Next Monday Night Football, the Cowboys travel to the Giants. I think the Giants are going to be 3-0 after that Monday Night Football game, guys. That's what I think. There it is in a nutshell, guys. I've wrapped it up for you. That's what we look forward to for Week 3 of the NFL. I will see you guys very soon. Stay tuned, guys. Pay attention to what's going on here and do a favor. Share this so we can get some more people engaged here with us. Guys, peace out. Enjoy, guys. Enjoy your Monday Night Football. It's going to be a damn good one. A damn good one. If you want to know what I really think, why don't we just start with this? Oh, and this too.